18th of March, and we're sitting here in the Tempodrom building. My name is Kalle from Kalle Rock Building, and next to me are...
Hi, I'm Paavo.
I'm Perttu.
From Apocalyptica. Nice to meet you guys. It's a pleasure. 4 years I have been waiting for this moment. I'm asking to management so often, but today it's happened. So I'm really happy, and I hope you too. You're going on tour with orchestra and play big shows and big halls, but I want to know, do you remember how does it begin with you and listen to music, rock and metal music? How old are you, and was it influenced by parents or was it influenced by brother, sister or friends?
You know,
you still didn't start to listen to metal.
I've grown in a music family. So my both parents, they are like professional musicians. Perttu's father is also a professional musician. And so there was a lot of music in a family. My father is like a classical clarinet player, but still he loved to listen every kind of music. So in our home we listened basically in my childhood I listened to my father's albums and music we had it at home. So in age of 9 I didn't have all money to buy their own albums, but so I listened to all the stuff my father had. But he was like he was like classical clarinet player. He loved to listen like a pop, rock, jazz. He loved jazz music or many saxophone players. But he also loved like Beatles, Pink Floyd, that kind of stuff, and also some even more rock stuff.
What about you?
I can't remember. I was so drunk when I was a kid. In my home we didn't have any rock records, and therefore I think that the entire metal scene and stuff like this was kind of my rebellion during the early teenage years. So I kind of secretly grew into that darker side, but I love nowadays all kinds of music, and I'm actually happy that I got the possibilities to work with most of the different kind of stuff, and yeah, totally.
In Finland, classic music is really popular. Sibelius is the most popular person. What do you think? Why is rock and metal and classic music so popular and exist the longest time in music genres?
You tell. I don't know.
I don't know if that, but yeah, in Finland people love music. That's for sure. Whether it being Sibelius classical or we have a very strong rock scene, and therefore I think it has to do with the mentality. People love music as well as, for example, in Germany. You have the same feeling that people love music, and that's the most important thing. And therefore, that kind of countries, they also do appreciate the music that has been existing for long. And some places, I feel that they don't respect, for example, classical roots so much. But for Finnish, for Germans, Russians, whomever, the roots are important, and they never forget it. So therefore, it is a constantly strong scene still. And the importance of performing that music, I would hope that it never fades away, because of course everything comes together, and especially, for example, from our music you can very strongly hear all kinds of like influences from the ancient arts and classical music, and therefore we don't separate music so much. It's more mental state, the mood, and you get the similar moods from so varying wide register of different kinds of music. So in Apocalyptica we want to just deliver emotions, and no matter whether it being like classically influenced or even electrosoundic thing or the total mayhem thrash metal, all comes together. Yeah.
But if we go back to the Finnish music history, so Finnish cultural music music cultural life is quite pretty new. If we think that it's only like 130 years, and when the Sibelius was one of the first well-known composer abroad, but you have had all those Mozart and Beethoven and Bach, and we in Germany we don't have such a long tradition in Finland, so it's Finnish music cultural life is pretty new.
Mozart was Austrian.
I know.
But the influence...
but you know, it's, Gus, German-speaking countries, yeah.
But the influence in the Finnish music is, of course, classic and humpa. Humpa, the famous band here in Germany growing up is Elecalized. So, and
are they still alive?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They go on tour in April or May, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great band. I saw them 2 times and really famous, really energetic. And that's what is so funny about the Finnish people. When you see the Finnish people on a concert, they're going party, but when the concert starts, not before. They come 5 minutes before the show starts. And most of the time the Finnish people comes to party when they're drunk. So when you go to other countries, the beer is cheaper, you drink more, and you party more. So when you see Elecalized on tour, you know what happened.
You are lucky if you get to see them.
Yeah.
They're lovely guys.
But what do you think about the Finnish crowd when you see them on it's your home country? I mean, you see the people on tour, and is it okay for you when they come so late to the shows, or is it...
Actually, nowadays things have been changing a bit in Finland, because now the shows, they tend to start earlier than usually. And but still, when we started, it was very common that the show started always 1 or 2, even 2 o'clock at the night, and that of course it meant that all the crowd was totally wasted. And back then it was not so pleasant to play the Finnish audience, because you knew that nobody even realized what's going on stage, that they were just shouting, "Go home! I want to drink more." But nowadays it's totally changing, that people are more concentrating for the shows itself, and then having parties afterwards. Exactly like in Germany. I think it's wonderful thing. If you pay a big amount of money for a concert ticket, it's kind of funny if you have no idea what happened the next day.
But Finnish people, they are not really spontaneous normally. If you compare South European people, the Finnish people are really calm, and sometimes if I say badly, I can say that the Finnish audience is pretty boring, because they are not reflecting too many things. So they are really slow. They wake up slowly, and so you get to push Finnish audience a bit more than the European audience.
What is the secret to push a crowd?
You know, the people in Finland, they love to listen, but they are not showing their emotions that strongly than in South.
That is what I heard about the German people normally.
No, that's not true. German people are more spontaneous compared to the Finnish people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but last 10 years has made a big change also with this thing, that people are more open, and young people are more
But what I like is
easy to get.
Yeah, what I like on the festivals, I was on a sauna open air in Tampere. What I like is you get also in the locations there that you have an area special for 18 plus, where you can drink and smoke, and then you have a normal party area for all people. And the same on the festivals. No crowd surfing, no circle pit. It's more for feeling for the concert. For me, what do you think about crowd surfing and circle pit? Is it okay when they do that, or do you think no?
Sometimes it might be risky, but in Finland all the safety regulations, they are high in everything basically, and I think it's pretty funny that they are restricting, for example, diving or whatever, because many people, especially in thrash metal scene, mosh pit, it should exist. But
you should come to South America to see the real mosh pits.
Yeah, like the entire 20,000 people going in circles. Yeah, but we have still that summer in Tuska Festival. There is always, at least when like some cool bands play and yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about the regulation that the bar closed at 4 p.m. in the morning?
It should be enough.
I guess you are already drunken enough at that time.
Really?
Don't you? I'm already drunken enough at 11 o'clock.
For me, it's a beer too expensive in Finland, so I cannot drink so much.
Okay. Why would you stay that long then?
In a happy corner in Helsinki, near Bakery.
4 o'clock is so fucking late already. I would love to go earlier.
But then
That time you should be already with a girl in some nice location. You should not use that all the time in the bar.
which bar in...
Don't waste your time, boy.
Okay, good reason.
Good.
Which bar in Finland you would prefer to go there? What do you think is the best bar that the people from outside have to see?
We are totally wrong person to ask this.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're outside with the girls.
No. We don't go to the bars.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
And what about the concert locations? I know the Tavastia, the Nosturi in Helsinki.
We hate, we hate music, so we are the wrong persons to ask about this.
You don't go to shows, to concerts and other bands?
I hate it.
That's
No,
often
of course I go there. In Helsinki we have there's nice small clubs like Tavastia, Nosturi. There is not now there's Circus, which is a bit bigger, but still there is not like a mid-size venue like for 2,000, 3,000 capacity venues with a big stage. So it's really difficult for many, like a medium-sized band, that they can't find. It's too expensive to go to the ice hockey hall for 10,000 people. Yeah, or Hartwall for 15,000. The production costs are so high that mid-sized bands, they don't afford that. And if they're like traveling with a nightliners and a truck, Tavastia Club is already too small to get the costs away. So Helsinki is a bit tricky with the mid-size.
Other towns have a better situation. For example, in Turku there is the best hall in Finland called Logomo. And actually we played with the symphony orchestra there now.
That's fantastic.
On this tour, and
one of the best
it's
venues in Europe.
actually, you could even say that it's very wonderfully made acoustics, like a completely rebuilt factory. So that's a good one. And in Helsinki, they are holding now the bands like Amon Amarth, Kakas, and Within Temptation. They perform in Cable Factory actually.
Oh, really?
There is this like bigger hall for up to 2,500 people. It's a cool location, easy to go, but the sound of the hall is not maybe the best on earth with a big echo. Yeah. But still, that's basically the place where now this kind of bands play.
Yeah. Last time I saw you, it was at a Sea Hall here in Berlin with a normal show. Now you play here with an orchestra. What do you think about the acoustic here in Berlin, in this Tempodrom?
I think it will get much better when the audience is. It's a little bit echo, and of course the sound pressure of our thing is total mayhem. So I think our sound engineer will have tricky times today. But
yes, it's not really good. It's too noisy.
Okay.
Yeah, but the venue is really beautiful. But I hope it will be better during the evening.
Okay. My last question will be: what people have to know when they come to Finland about the Finnish people and about the Finnish language? Some sentences they have to know that you maybe can teach the people outside. Some simple sentence.
What about missä täällä on vessa?
That means?
Where's the toilet?
what do you want to do in the toilet?
What do you do normally?
Vedän sua perseeseen.
Of course. What else? What would you like to say?
I would say it's a good phrase. Maailmassa ei ole rumia ihmisiä, on vain liian vähän viinaa. Which would mean there is no ugly persons on earth, just too little amount of booze.
Okay. What is really important is how much is a beer?
Saisinko oluen? There's like, can I have one beer? Saisinko oluen? Kiitos.
That's thanks. Yeah. And that's what I say. Thanks for the interview. Thanks for the time. Enjoy the show. Enjoy Berlin.
We will.
And, oh, you can speak German.
Nur ein bisschen, ja.